from Denver. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run here with the second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny. And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early. Ran through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They go play action with Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity. And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play. And on an RPO, everything happens so fast, and as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play. And the next-gen stats show us the top speed there, better than 18 miles an hour. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him. Not much leg here. Fields now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. As that ball got away
from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
In the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this. I got this many seconds to find the target. After that, I have to tuck it and try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and they'll come right back with another 1st and 10.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wilson buying time to his left. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
That's complete to Edmonds, his running back.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now it's Wilson. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They run with a 2nd-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson to throw.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 11.
They go play action now. Wilson.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
K.J. Hamler.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Broncos at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angle for him and then shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson back into his end zone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's play after is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Play action. It's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions, that confident veneer that you have. Gets you shipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions maybe in the back of his mind. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this 2nd half. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Play action. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on him. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion. The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
3rd and long. It's Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. Hall want to give up the middle to the 27-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 22. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They begin the drive with Williams. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Wilson.
Check down, complete to Hall.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44. 89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On third down, here's Hall. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 45 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Jamie and Sherwood there to make the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into Danger Russ.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. His 12th rushing touchdown, his 16th overall. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point from McManus is good. They will take a 7-point lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They go play action with Wilson. And this will be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And his pass, incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll find Hall. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Now Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not let it in.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go, here we go.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Open man here is Conklin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,